Hello friends. Many people don't know about adult vaccination. There are some vaccines for adults also. Today I am telling about adult vaccination. First, we have to know why adults should take vaccines and for whom adults vaccination is important. The answer to this question is vaccines provide protection against communicable diseases by inducing artificial immunity in the persons. Some persons are at risk for communicable diseases including influenza and pneumococcal disease. Vaccination against these and other vaccine-preventable diseases can help people avoid illness and reduce their risk of complications, hospitalization, and mortality. This is also known as immune prophylaxis. Elderly adults and people with chronic health conditions like diabetes, heart disease, lung disease, and autoimmune disorders are more likely to have problems from vaccine-preventable diseases. Vaccination against influenza, pneumococcal illness, shingles, and other infections is especially critical for this population to stay healthy and avoid consequences. Similarly, people living in close quarters, college dormitories, military barracks, and long-term care institutions are more vulnerable to infectious illness outbreaks. Vaccination helps to reduce the spread of diseases in these areas and protects vulnerable people. The flu vaccine's effectiveness varies year to year depending on how well it matches the circulating strains of influenza viruses. It lowers the risk of flu infection by 40 to 60% on average. The efficacy of the pneumococcal vaccine ranges from 50% to 85%. The shingles vaccine reduces the likelihood of acquiring shingles and shingles-related discomfort by around 50% to 90%. Healthcare professionals are also at a higher risk of contracting infectious diseases due to their occupation. Vaccination against influenza, hepatitis B, measles, mumps, rubella, and other infections is critical for protecting healthcare personnel, as well as their patients and colleagues. The hepatitis A and B vaccinations are quite successful at avoiding infections. The majority of people who receive these immunizations develop long-lasting protection. Travelers may be exposed to infectious diseases that are not prevalent in their home country. Vaccination against diseases like yellow fever, typhoid, hepatitis A, and meningococcal disease may be required or recommended, depending on the destination and itinerary. It is necessary to obtain a yellow fever vaccination certificate before visiting certain foreign nations. Yellow fever vaccine is quite effective. A single dosage provides long-term immunity. There are two forms of typhoid vaccination. They minimize the risk of typhoid by 50–70%. MMR vaccine is a very effective vaccine that reduces disease risk by 90%. However, the level of protection given by vaccines varies depending on factors such as vaccine type, individual immune response, the prevalence of circulating strains of the infectious agent, and adherence to prescribed immunization schedules. Overall, adult immunization is critical for protecting people from vaccine-preventable diseases, improving public health and well-being, and lowering healthcare costs. Individuals should evaluate their immunization needs with their doctors to ensure they are up to date on recommended vaccinations based on their age, health status, work, travel plans, and other variables. If you like this video, support us by subscribing our channel. Thank you. Namaste.